Hello, what's up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to another FIFA 17 Ultimate Team squad builder. Now today we're going to be building the Serie A team, and there's going to be a couple of different reasons for it. One, it's a nice, slightly above budget team for you guys that have played the game for a week or so now and have a few coins to spare, and you actually want to build quite a nice team. The second thing I'm going to do is use chemistry styles today, see if they truly make a difference and see if my players play to a decent standard with boosts in certain areas. Now, we've gone with Mirante in goal today. He looks to be, well, I know for a fact, he's a discard value keeper. You can pick him up 650, 700 coins, no problem at all. And he did an alright job for me. I used the cat chemistry style on him today. We then go with a sentinel chem style on Vangioni. He's a very pacey Argentine, and I needed to boost that defense and physicality stats to make him slightly more defensive minded. Same with Abate, very similar stats actually to Vangioni, but boosting that defense and physical means that they're actually going to be able to defend as opposed to just bombing up and down the wings. Now we've gone for a sentinel again on Bastos. The reason I did it for pretty much all of my defenders is the fact that I've got pacey players. I don't need more pace on Bastos there. He's got 75. Same with Muriel. He's a 77 pace centre-back. So even though my two centre-backs are quite short, they're both only 6 foot tall, which I prefer to have at least one massive guy. I sort of trade off with that for the fact to have a lot of pace in the team. Now moving on, we have Felipe Melo coming into the squad. He is a backbone chem style, which is going to boost his defense, physical and passing. I felt like as a CM that's hopefully going to sit back, he didn't really need the pace boost or anything like that. And then Asamoah, we do the same thing once again. I tend to do this. I use like quite similar ones that are symmetrical to each side of the team, just because it makes my... I don't have OCD, but it feels good when you use symmetrical chemistry styles and chemistry links and stuff like that. Ever Banega comes into the side as well. 84 rated this year. I thought, why not use a pace, shooting and physical stat on him? They're 3 stats I wouldn't mind boosting, and he is awesome. I really like him. A little bit injury prone, if I'm honest, but still, he's a great player and a nice high rating this year. Mohamed Salah comes into the team, 81 right winger this year, Deadeye chem style to boost his shooting and passing, because let's face it, his pace and dribbling are off the charts already. 91 pace is rapid. I do use a slightly different chem style on El Shaarawy though. I go with the Maestro, which I believe is going to boost his dribbling, maybe his shooting and passing, maybe one of them is physical, I can't quite remember, but he's got a 5-star skill stat there, which is pretty good. We try and make use of that, even though I'm not really a skiller. And then Muriel comes into the team. I originally had this squad as a false 9 with Perotti at centre forward, but I didn't get on too well with him, so we changed it to a 4-3-3-4, put Muriel up front, and we started to bang in a lot more goals. He's a great striker. I put finisher style on him just to help him with the, just to get that ball in the back of the net. Again, he's already got the pace. He's already got the dribbling. So let's add some shooting stats to him. On the bench here are some players that may be slightly cheaper or maybe slightly, they might just fit your budget a little bit better into the squad, and some other players that we did use along the way. There are a couple of goals in here from Perotti that we did score in the first couple of games, but I wasn't getting on so well with the team at that point. So I thought, you know what, rather than trying to stick with it and then almost falsely giving you guys a good review at the end, let's change the player out. Let's slightly change the formation and see if we can get on better with the team. So the goals that Perotti did score for me when he was firing on all cylinders were pretty much tap-ins. Like there were taps across the box and he would just slide in and get it past the goalkeeper. Nothing special. I was expecting more from a player that's got 4-star skill, 5-star weak foot. I wanted him to be able to pot long shots in left, right and centre, and he just couldn't quite cut it. So I decided to put Muriel in, because I'd seen on Twitter, I'd seen in other people's videos that he seems to be quite a good striker, and a lot of people are getting on very well with him. So as soon as we did that, the team sort of came alive. He even offered a bit of a target man and team player approach, which I wasn't expecting. I was expecting him to literally just be all pace, miss a load of shots because he hasn't quite got the shooting stats and stuff like that, Probably the nicest goal I scored, by the way. Ava Banega, like a really, really solid finesse shot. I was already heavily beating that guy, and then that technique is just beautiful. I love the way that goes. That flies into the back of the net. Solid goal from a really, really solid player. Just like I said, I wish he was slightly less injury prone. However, I think there's going to be some sort of patch coming out for that, because everyone's getting injured at the moment, and it's actually quite a problem, especially for any of you guys that don't really spend any coins on Ultimate Team. We do a little McGeady spin here, which does a couple of the defenders with Shaarawy, and we just plant it into the back of the net. He's a solid item this year now that he's got his 5-star skill moves. Probably like 4,000% more usable than he was last year with the 4-star skill moves. It just adds more to his game, more to his repertoire. That means that you can really annoy and confuse your opponent's defense. We now move on to the goals that we got with Muriel. And some of them look quite nice. Like, I really like that goal there. There was a nice Berber spin, some nice dribbling action into the box, and a really tidy finesse shot into the top of the net. A nice goal. And as you can see, some of the clips when we're in just online single matches are very, very laggy. That's a beautiful goal, and it would look better without lag, of course. But in off the bar, fantastic strike there from Muriel. One of the most powerful shots I think I've hit so far, and it's with some random player that isn't very highly rated. I don't know. My recommendation, like I said in the random pick the other day, would be to play in the daily knockout tournaments or FUT Champions, even the weekend league when that comes around, just because it seems as though the servers are so much more stable, and you're actually able to play the game the way you want to play, as opposed to just trying to deal with lag. Whereas I know when I play with lag, I turn into a terrible, absolutely rubbish player of FIFA, and I'm not that great to begin with anyway. So we're coming towards the end of the video here. This is the last goal that we do score. If you've enjoyed, make sure you smash a thumbs up. Tweet me the squad if you do go ahead and build it as well. That's at Lasty, LA5TY. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Have a great day, and I will catch you next time, guys. Peace.